consensus has been the reach out method. So we'll start recording. Reach out method's fantastic, guys.
Yeah.
We're about to talk the reach out method. So let's go ahead and start the recording. Let's see.
What's a good closing average for the reach out method? Like 1 out of 10? Maybe 2 out of 12 for the closing average, 1 out of 10?
I'd say about, was there a chat yesterday, says David? Wish DK felt that. All right, let me get focused again. So any questions you guys have about it, just let me know in the chat because that's the easiest way for me to communicate with you guys. But my closing ratio for the reach, I'd say about 1 out of 5. For the reach out method. But when I'm doing the reach out method, well, I'll show you how I'm doing it. It's not that hard at all. I like to go after the newer phones, right? So just like, you're going to usually have a higher closing ratio with, let's say, Maxes than you are with an iPhone 6. So I go after the newer end phones. I'm talking 8 Pluses, XX Maxes. I should start doing the reach out method on MacBooks, to be honest with you guys, because we know it's a good thing to do that. Let me answer Christian's question. So we'll go ahead and talk about Saf's question, and then we'll go ahead and talk about the reach out method. Oh, Kennedy, there was in VIP, we do a VIP group chat on Wednesday. So some of the people on VIP are here too. So that's what I was saying, Asher and Francisco. I felt like I just saw him because it was about 24 hours ago. So Chris, I'd like to know, so whenever I pick up Seal phones, this is what I do. In the beginning, when I picked up Seal phones, I always open them up because I don't trust the people. Because we know even if you run the IMEI for sealed phones and it shows that you can run the IMEI on SICW or whatever, Apple's website, it shows the coverage hasn't started yet. That doesn't mean they haven't taken off the film, slid the phone out, taken the phone out, replaced it with a brick, slid it back in and sealed it. And as long as they just didn't turn on the phone, it would still come up that the phone wasn't activated yet. So that's not really a reliable thing because you could do that and you could scam someone real easily. So whenever I'm picking up sealed phones, if it's from a new customer, I open them up. And all I do is I just open up the plastic, I just open up the phone and turn the phone on. When the phone comes on, you can tell after you do it for a while that it's a real phone. In the beginning, though, I would recommend going through the whole setup till you get to the home screen. After you picked up a couple thousand iPhones, you can kind of tell which ones are clones and which ones aren't. I probably had about 20, 25 people try to sell me clones, so I kind of know what they look for. The color's a little different. I can tell now, by the way, just like one guy sent me pictures of his phone, and I could tell the color was off, and it was a clone phone before we even met up. I didn't even have to meet up with him. But in the beginning, when you're not really familiar with it, it's a good idea to kind of check everything. You want to kind of check everything. So I like to go through the whole setup just to see that it responds. You want it to respond to the touch, and, it goes all the way to the full thing. It's, the screen's full, if that makes sense. And it's not like a lot of those iPhone Maxes, the screen's like it doesn't go all the way down. It's kind of half. And then that's all I do. Then if I do some repeat business with people after a while, then sometimes I'll open up some of the sealed ones, and then sometimes I won't. So if they bring me 4 sealed ones, I might open up 2 of them. I might keep 2 of them sealed. But then they might bring me some sealed phones. I might open all of them up. And it's good to do that, especially when you're getting repeat business, because I don't want people to get too comfortable. If they've done 5 deals with me and they sold me 4 phones each and all of them are sealed and I don't open them up, the chance of them trying to do something a little funky is a little bit higher. You guys understand that? Not saying they would, but there is the statistic where it's like out of 5 employees, 1% will never steal, or 5 out of 5 employees, 1 of them will never steal. 4 of them will steal only if they need to, they need money for medical bills or something. 1 person will steal because one person will steal if they think they can get away with it. 1 person will steal just because they just like to steal. Most actual physical businesses, there's a lot more internal theft than like customers. It's more like employees and management stealing and all sorts like that. So knowing that, hey, what's up, man? Shit, just hanging out. What's up? Oh, the hot spot. Is there any way I can meet you at 8:05? Like, just meet you at the Quick Trip at 8:05? Okay. All right, man. I appreciate it. I'll send you a text at 8 o'clock when I'm 5 minutes away. All right. See you, man. Guys, that was some free money, but I'm hanging out with you guys now. So that's what I do. I open them up, and that's that. So that's kind of how that works. All right, let's talk about the reach out method. So, guys, the reach out method is fantastic. And how the reason the reach out method is fantastic is you can just get free money. So give me a 1 in the chat if anyone here has ever picked up an item from the reach out method before. I just want to know, because maybe it's just me that does the reach out method and no one else does the reach out method. What's up, Sam? I was bragging about you on the live video I did in David's group just about 30 minutes ago. All right, Jesus. Well, you need to keep watching, man, because in the 3 levels, it scripts. Depending on which level they're at, there's a script you send them. So you don't have to think. You just copy and paste what took me about 22,000 message negotiations. So if you're saying, like, the stuff that you said yesterday was completely off the script, it was the completely wrong thing. So you need to go back and watch those videos and take notes so next time you're in the levels, you can judge the levels. That guy was clearly a level 3, if not a level 2. And you didn't use level 2 or level 3. You said some completely other stuff that made no sense whatsoever. It's in the negotiating section. It's not the first video. It's like, I think it's titled The 3 Videos and the 4 Parts of an Effective Counteroffer. And you just need to watch those videos. And if you need to watch it a few times, that's totally fine. Sam, Superman, he's watched part of the script videos like 5 times before. And that was like a month ago. So he might have even watched more now. So that's that. So the reach out method. So what we're going to do with the reach out method is, so this is how we came up with the reach out method. So there was this guy, and he would bring me phones pretty consistently. So he would bring them to me, and I would turn around and sell them on eBay. And he never, I didn't really, because I was doing like 30 grand a month, and I thought, you know, this is like, I'm like the big shot and everything. So I'm like, you know, I'm good, I got this down, everything's cool. But then he kept bringing me these phones. But he never put up any ads. So I'm over here trying to figure out how is he getting these items. And we eventually became good friends, and I used to go get dinner with him, and we used to go to the gym, and we had like Thanksgiving dinner at his house, and I hung out with, and I eventually would like, you know, there were times I'd pick up like his wife from work, or I'd like, we got so close, like I would take like, sometimes his kids would sleep at their place, sometimes I'd sleep at their grandma's place. So there were times I would just take him to the grandma's place because it was right down the street. So we got, and it's funny, he was a Russian guy, right? So like his English wasn't perfect. So he's not that good at negotiating. He's good at negotiating, but his English isn't perfect. Sometimes he would get people to call him, and he would put his wife on the phone because his wife could speak English better than he could. So like he would just say like, it would be funny. They were like, whenever he'd ask me to like take like their kids to like grandma's house, he wouldn't say, hey, would you take the kids to grandma's house? He's a Russian guy. So he'd say, hey, Aaron, deliver Stacy to Nanny's house. That's what they call him. Would you deliver Stacy to Nanny's house when you go home? So it's funny just because he would use different terminology like that. So anyway, I'm hanging out with him, and I just kind of realized what he did is he would just kind of message people and lowball people. And even though his English wasn't that good, he would give his phone to his wife and be like, I want you to say this. He wouldn't like even know how to work the phone that well. Like he didn't even know how to really work the GPS. He was just like committed. He was a very committed guy. And he eventually got to the point where he quit his job and he supported his whole family. No, you guys might be able to hear me better. And he supported this whole family just picking up phones during the reach out method. And he was having to buy the phones pretty cheap because he would then sell them to me, and then I would turn around and flip them and make a profit. So I'm like, there might be something in this. And we didn't call it the reach out method. That's just something that that's just the name I made up for it because you're reaching out to people. So then I started trying it myself, and I realized, wow, there's something here. So as pretty much all you guys know, you're like, Aaron, I know what the reach out method is, but as all you guys know how the reach out method works, is it's just, we're going to deal with that later. How the reach out method works is we're just going to find people that have items for sale on the platforms and we're going to message them. And to be honest, you could probably do $1,000 a week in profit just during the reach out method, if that's all you did. Someone here let me know how much money, you guys that have been doing the reach out method, how much money in profit do you think you guys have made from the reach out method over the course of your career? Now, some of you guys have been doing it longer than others, like We's been with us. We's been doing $10,000 plus a month since January of 2018. So, there's people that have been phone flipping longer, and some people, they've only been phone flipping for a handful of months. I saw that, but I was busy. So if any of you guys were to guess that did the reach out method, how much in profit do you guys think you would have made from it? I'd say I picked up an item a couple days ago, $100 in profit from the reach out method. And the other thing that's nice about the reach out method is just like you can build relationships with people that respond to your ads, you can build relationships with people from the reach out method, and you can get a bunch of repeat business from it. So it's like a beautiful thing. So with that said, let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, what we have to understand is we have to understand that the reach out method, we're coming from a different place. So would someone let me know in the chat, what are some of the rules when it comes to the reach out method? Rules are things that make the reach out method different than when we're dealing with like a normal human than from our ads. Let's go ahead and talk about the reach out method rules. Then we'll talk about the script, and then maybe we'll just all do it live together. So let's go ahead and share this right here. What's up, Amrit? Boom. It says that screen one. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Does anyone have any rules for the reach out method? Certain things that the reach out method, God, I'm just trying to close another deal. Rules from the reach out method. So let's see. Francisco said, yeah, that's absolutely right. Less control. Tie down cues. That's right. Absolutely. Make them feel like you're buying the phone. Well, we don't want to, let's see. We want to, so how this works. Jesus brings up a good question, or a good point. We're going to show intent that we're interested in buying the phone. And once we get them interested, then we're going to work on the price. So we're never going to lie to them and be like, I want to give you $700 for the phone, cash, and then come around and be like, actually, I only want to give you $420. But we're going to show interest in the phone to get their attention because we're fighting for their attention. When someone responds to our ad, we're in a position of power. They respond to our ad, and they're in a position of power. One of us is in a position of power. So we're in a position of power because let's say that, so who's going to have the ad today? Let's say that James has the ad. So if James has the ad and I reach out to James and I say, hey, are you still buying phones? What's going on? There's James in a position of power because I'm pursuing him a little bit. Even though all I did was read his ad for 2.5 seconds and click the button that says I'm interested in this item, he's still in a position of power. There's also some things we need to understand. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm trying to close this deal. meet police station at 8:45 p.m. So the reach out method rules. So boom, all right. Just set up another deal. So now we got 2 deals after the group chat tonight. So when someone has an ad, we're pursuing them. When we're doing the reach out method, we are pursuing them. So they have this phone listed. They don't know who we are. They have 30,000 other people that message them, and we're just 30,000 number 1, if that makes sense. So we got to do things to stand out. The other thing is when someone has an ad, it's like, oh, that was me just being silent. I was responding to that message. So when someone has an ad, there's certain things that are kind of implied. So if we're reaching out, James has an ad, and I'm reaching out to James. I know that James buys phones. Now, does James buy phones for a living? Is he just buying them part-time? I don't know, but it's kind of, there's just some things that are implied. So because of that, there's a different dynamic. What we're going to do, because we're doing the reach out method, we are fighting for the individual's attention. When someone's responding to us, we're kind of in a position of power. They are slightly in the beginning pursuing us. When we're reaching out to people, we are fighting for their attention. So that's one of the dynamics of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask a couple questions to get them interested in our conversation and get them interested in this. So what are we going to ask? The first thing we're going to say is this item still available? Okay? Now, why are we going to say this compared to what's one of the canned things? I'm not 100% sure, so let's go look. Let's go to Marketplace. Now, guys, I got a problem when I go to the Marketplace. I got a problem where sometimes I just make offers on 10 items and I get lost. So, oh, that's what we need. Is this item available? We're going to send, is this available? Sometimes there's other ones on different platforms. So we need this one too. We need this one too. We need this one too. I'm sorry, guys. Shit. All right, let me just do one more. Okay, all right, I feel better about myself. So we always are going to say, is this available? Sometimes there's like other canned responses where they say something along the lines of, is this item? Some they say other item, and they say things along. It's like, what's another thing that they can send them like let go or like offer up? Guys, why are they? Come on now. It's like, is this item available? Oh, I'm interested in this item. So what we're going to do is we're always going to do things to start the conversation and move it along, which is why we always say, is this item available? Is this item available? Gets them to say yes. What we're doing is we want to say the first line, this is going to be us. The first line we send is always going to, we always are going to say, is this item available? Or this guy had 2 XRs yesterday. So I said, hi, do you still have the 2 XRs? I like this one even better because this is customized, right? It shows that I'm kind of interested in the item. If you guys ever do warm-up ads, you know the people that respond to the warm-up ads, they're not really doing normal communication. So, hi, do you still have the 2 XRs? Hi, is this item available? All we want them to do is say yes. And of course, what we're always talking about, guys, if you guys ever have been on a previous group chat that I've done, is understanding like people's attention span and where the person is mentally. The person has probably gotten 30 other messages. They've gotten people that have lowballed them, that have gotten mad, that have cussed them out. They've gotten people that want them to ship the phone and all these scams. So there's a lot of people, guys, that are just kind of fed up dealing with people. So you're like, I'm just going to ask if it's available, and they're going to be happy with me. We got to understand that sometimes they will be. Sometimes they're, dang, just another person. What kind of BS is this person going to have to deal with? So we want to make the first response that they send to us a no-brainer and easy for them, just to start the communication thread, if that kind of makes sense, right? We're going to start to get their attention, and then once we have their attention, we're going to get it a little bit better. I'm interested in this item. Oh, so that's why we don't say I'm interested in this item, right? By you saying I'm interested in this item, what's that doing? That's not moving the convo forward. There's nothing there. So we're not going to use that. We're going to say hi, or is this item available? Then they're going to say yes. And then we're going to say, okay, great. And it's with AT&T, right? Or, okay, great. And there's no cracks anywhere on it, right? Something that shows that we read the description and we're just using a tie-down question to get them interested. Again, we're not even trying, we don't care about negotiating. We just want to say a couple lines to get them paying attention to us, because it just like with the 3 levels, if we lose their attention, it doesn't matter how good the 4 parts of an effective counteroffer are. If the 3 levels aren't correct, then the negotiating is pointless. Same thing with this. We got to get them interested in us. The other thing this does, it kind of emphasizes what Jesus was talking about. This is making it seem like, what do most people do? I want you guys to think about this. The average person, what's the average person do when they reach out to someone on the platform? If they want to get the phone for a lower price. If they want to get the phone for a lower price, what's probably the first line that they send them? That's right, Asher. They'll send them like $300 cash now. That's absolutely right. And if you guys don't believe me, go tell them you got an iPhone Max for sale in the marketplace for $500 and see how many lowball offers you get. So when you don't say anything like that, and you say, this is why I created it like this, and you say something like that, it puts more of their attention on you. They're thinking, oh, this guy's first line wasn't a 300 meeting. Wasn't exactly what Asher said. It seems like they might be able to they might be able to pay what I'm asking. Yes, it's in mint condition. Okay? Now we have their attention. Okay? Now that we have their attention, now we make the offer. Now the offer line is always different from the reach out method than normal. Offer line is, if you guys want to see, let me see something. If you guys want to see something interesting, this phone that says pending pickup, this is actually the phone I'm going to get. But there's I got a few people out there now that kind of close deals for me. So it's kind of like sometimes it's kind of nice. So, and I just realized that because I got the same one right here. Yes, it's in mint condition. All right, Craig. Yes, it's in mint condition. So now we're going to make the offer. We got them engaged with us. Now we're going to make the offer. Now, someone tell me why we don't make the offer and say, okay, great. I can give you $300 for it. Why? Now, this is how we're going to do it when they reach out to us, but why is this the wrong thing to say when we reach out to them? That's right, Sam. It doesn't make sense. And we already know their price, says Francisco, so you guys are absolutely right. It doesn't make sense from the perception of the convo, right? Different conversations have different rules, okay? Maybe some of you guys hang out with your friends and you act a certain way when you hang out with your friends. Maybe you hang out with your mom and dad or your family and you have a certain way you act with your mom and dad and your family. Maybe when you communicate with your boss, there's a certain way when you communicate with your boss. So even though it's negotiating, because the positioning is different. What's the positioning? The positioning is we're pursuing them. We're chasing them. Because of that, we can't say, okay, great, I can give you 300 for it. It doesn't make sense for the point of the conversation. So we're going to say, okay, great. Would you do, we're going to do a medium offer, 300 for it, if I met you today with cash. So we're going to do a soft offer with 2 benefits. And the reason we do a soft offer is we got to make our dollar amount that we want out there. And then, of course, we always put the benefits after the lowball offer because this is a lowball offer. This is a lowball offer, okay? No one likes a lowball offer, so we are trying to mask or cover up the lowball offer with a couple big benefits. Now, I want to see if you guys get, this is kind of an advanced question, but meet you today with cash. Why is this a big benefit? Why is this a really big benefit to people that are selling items locally? Why is this a bigger benefit than some phone flippers realize? When you tell them that you will meet them today with cash. Oh, that's right, Francisco. Because others will ask if they can hold the item. Because most people want them to hold the item or trade for some stupid BS. People love cash, and it eliminates all the BS of wanting to meet when you get back from vacation. That's right. Because the marketplace is filled with individuals who ask you to hold their items until next payday. That's right. So we got to put ourselves in, we're going to put ourselves in the person that has the item listed on marketplace. We're putting ourselves in their head. And if you guys want to test this out again, just go do some warm-up ads. And you're going to have people all the time that say, I want the item. I'm happy to pay full price. Can you ship it to me? Oh, I want the item. I'm happy to pay full price. Can you wait till next Friday when I get paid? Oh, I have the item, but would you do, instead of $500 for it, would you be okay doing an iPhone 5 with a cracked screen, a pack of gum, a pen on the back, my old gym shirt, and $25? That's what they get, okay? Happens all the time. So, or they'll say they'll have people that they're going to hit them up even in a couple hours. The phone that I bought a couple days ago, he goes, you know, I was just happy to get rid of it to you at that point, that price, at the point. And I said, he goes, I had other people that said they were going to meet me up and that they were coming, but you know how that goes. And he kind of brought something else up. So I want to ask him questions because I really want to understand the pain that someone that sells phones locally goes through, so I can contrast that pain and use the complete opposite of that pain to, that's what I like to see, use the complete opposite of that pain to try to entice them to sell me the phone at a lower price. So he said, you know, he said he had different people that said they were going to hit him up in an hour or two and come through, but then they started playing games. So when you say you'll meet them today, or even right now with cash, all the big pain that they go through, it alleviates and eliminates all that stuff, okay? So in the customer's head, they're like, wow, what are they thinking right now? They're thinking, okay, this person said $300. That's not what I was asking for at all. I don't like that. That's a negative in their head. They don't like that. Let's be honest, team. Nobody likes it when you ask him for a lowball offer. However, he said he would meet me today. If I met you, maybe we could even put anytime today with cash. Woo! Woo! That's even better. Woo! We might start using that. That's even better. Anytime today with cash. So we're making the benefits kind of custom for their pain points and letting them know that this guy is offering less than what I'm asking, but the guy, it sounds like if I accept it, there's not going to be any gains. And that's funny that you guys are aware of that, and you guys kind of know their exact pain points. Now, they're always going to say no. Most of the time, they're going to say no. Now, if they say something like this, they're still in the convo, right? And you'll get this a lot because you're You kind of got them now. They're in the convo. No, that's too low. Sorry. Counter offer. No worries. You have a great phone. Would you do any less if I met you today with cash? And then you'll get a low ball. You know, they'll come down in price. $450. They almost always come down in price. And then we're going to say, couldn't do 320. I'm free whenever. And then you kind of go back and forth like that. This kind of gets you 3 levels down into the offers. So that's how that works. Now let's talk about how we do it right here. So what I like to do here, guys, is we don't want to overthink it. The last thing we want to do is get analysis paralysis. So I want to start messaging all these people, even if the phone is $1 gazillion. Or, oh, did we message this person? Oh. Hold on now. Hold on, team. Hold up, wait a minute, team. Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. We're about to close another deal right now. Yeah, feels it in my bones. In my bones. In my bones. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Ah, never mind. No, I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that. Guys, where's the chat? I like to sometimes see when you guys are typing, but sometimes it goes away. So we're just gonna message all these people, okay? And then I'm gonna message all these people. And we're not gonna worry about the price, right? So some people get, Aaron, should I look for the lowest price ones? We wanna message everyone. I mean, I picked up phones where I've gotten people down like, this one guy I got down like $550. So just because you could have someone where it's like $80 away from the price you wanna buy it for, and they could be harder to get down than $80 than someone that's originally $350, and they just listed it just because they listed it hoping to get a really high offer, but they really just want to get rid of it right away. Or it could also be that the people that listed for so high have less people that reach out to them because they're afraid they're not going to get it lower, so they're actually more desperate than you may think. So because of that, you guys understand that? That's like some powerful stuff right there. So because of that, we're never gonna judge or try to. We're just gonna message everyone. Now, if there is like a lowball one, because every now and then you will find items that you can buy at the price and make big profits on. I picked up 4 Maxes from OfferUp that I paid the price the guy wanted, and I made like $800 in profit. I didn't even have to negotiate. So if I see something like that, if this is like an iPhone Max, 256 gigabyte sealed for AT&T for $450, I'm obviously going to message them first. But it's not like I'm going to like look at this and then I'm going to look at let's see more for mobile and I'm searching for we're not going to search for the perfect item. We're going to run the numbers. Everything else we do when we run the numbers, it works, right? Right? We run the numbers on ads. Some of the ads stick, some of them don't. We make offers on everyone. Most people don't accept it. A percentage of them do. So we're going to run the numbers on all this stuff as well. So I'm just going to start going down the list. Now this guy said, yes, it is. Now let's open this listing. We're going to be proactive. And beautiful, unlike bought the new phone, so I'm selling this one. Comes with original box. Now it says Cricket at the top. You guys see what I was doing there? I'm being a little proactive. He says Cricket. Okay, great. Any idea which company? Okay, great. Sorry for the late response. Now, why am I saying this? I wasn't really a late response, but I'm still like, it took me like 20 minutes to respond to him, right? Because me and you guys were chatting. But because I say sorry for the late response, it makes it seem like I'm really interested in the item. Any idea which company it was with originally? He says no worries. All right, let's go to the next one. Well, I'm not going to worry about that one because I actually have that locked down from one of the, you guys know I call them MLM partners. I already had someone that set up that deal for me. It's going to be $100 profit, most likely AT&T. Now, he says it's unlocked. Now let's work on the price. He says most likely AT&T. The item said it was Cricket. So we could do one or two things here. I could ask for the IMEI, or I could make a lowball offer. Yeah, that's not on AT&T. I'm going to assume that it's not unlocked. And I'm going to assume that it's AT&T. But I'm also going to assume that's clean IMEI. So let's see what it's going to sell for. iPhone X, 64 gigabyte, AT&T only. We're going to go here. We're going to go sold. And we're going to let this load. You guys all know my computer internet access is perfect. And it never dies. And it never slows down. And it always loads 100%. You guys know that, right? Come on. All right. Okay, I got blue. I don't want blue. Sam, you know that, right? It's 100% fast all the time. All right, crack, please rate. So let's do quick appraisals. Use, I don't know what that means. So I'm going to skip over that. All right. Not working. I'm looking for clean IMEI. AT&T only can unlock. This is 400. This is, we got to find another one. This is pre-owned. That's 475. Was that other one 400? So we got 400, 475. Let's look at the dates. June, July. So that was only a few days ago. So shit, we're at about 450. $50 in shipping. So I want to be about 300. I want to pick it up for 300 to make a profit. I'm always going to go a little bit lower. So let's do 255. Okay, great. Would you do 245? Guys, I can't help but another 10 bucks. If I met you anytime today with cash. Woo! All right. Now we got to keep it pushing. Because if we follow the thing, it says 20 messages a day, pending pickup. And I had someone set that up for me, so I'm not going to work on that because I'm buying. That's the second phone I'm buying today. Oh, this is what I need. Oh no, I don't need that one because I've already been working on that one. All right, let's do this one. Is this item available? I messaged this girl on my other Facebook account, and she told me no, and I worked on her for a while, but it's been about a month, not a month, it's been about 10 days, so we try again. Mint condition, paid. Oh, okay. See, and why does she give the thumbs up? She gives the thumbs up because she just had people lowballing her, but so for some reason, so what? Aaron's going to be a little evil. Okay, great. I actually need one with one of those lines to use for a project of mine. Oh, see, so what am I doing here? I'm just making up some BS, but okay, now let's look at the details of it. Okay, this guy says, all right, guys. iPhone X unlock. All right, hold on, guys. There we're gonna go right here. Unlock X, crack screen, unlock the boom, 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 boom. Okay, there we go. There's that. Okay, now let's look at this. Green line down the screen and back is cracked. All right. Dang, and back is cracked? Yeah, we're going to have to work on that. All right. Let's see. Ooh. Unlocked any carrier. Crack on the camera. Let's see. What's that one? iPhone X was purchased used for 3 months. Been sitting unused in perfect condition. Locked, needs to be paid off to unlock, which is why I need to sell it. Perfect. That's what I need. That's what I need. All right. And now we're going to keep it pushing. We got to fill the pipeline up, guys. 6 days ago. Great condition, phone only. It's unlocked, serious inquiries only. We're going to send that. And we're not going to care about the daytime. Because I've closed deals from people that have had items listed for 15 minutes, and I've closed deals from people that have had items listed for a week. I think even Richard posted about how he picked up an item that was listed for like 10 days. Right? We don't want to let our brain try to get us to a... Well, I think just because the item's been listed for a week, even if it's at a good price, that I think they're a scam. No. We're going to put that aside. Ooh, we kind of want this card too. Okay, where we got to go to mobile. We got to go to mobile. Mobile. See, this is a little slow. I want to send out like 10 messages back to back to get this going. So let's do iPhone XX. And then let's start moving. We did this one, we did this one, we did this one, we did this one. This is 2 days ago. Boom. Yep, that's where we got. Okay. And then we're going to hit this one. Gold. All right, perfect. Oh, did he say is that? Oh, yep, that's what I need. iPhone X. Brand new, never been used. That's what I need. See, so this is what we do. We want to get this pipeline going. Okay. Guys, you know what it is? My internet connection is so fast. It is so fast. It's not picking up on the little things needed to load. It's so fast. That's what it is. Did someone say it was the modem? Well, so let's see. Francisco says, when do you do bad ESN for AT&T and when do you do clean IMEI? If it's AT&T and it's been activated for 6 months or more and it's clean IMEI, I buy and sell those as clean IMEI. And I personally don't care if it's been paid off or not, because AT&T does not make their IMEIs go bad for non-payment. So you guys know I sell like 10, 20 phones a month on eBay, roughly, as clean IMEI. I sell all day long iPhones that are AT&T that are not paid off and clean IMEI, AT&T only, and I never have any issues with it. I get like one return out of about 100. But that's just what I do. Everyone here should do what they feel comfortable with. The two that went bad on Rit, were they active? They were activated for more than 6 months too. Guys, well, see, that's on Rit. I'm Rit. That's why we got to follow the rule. In the back office, that's why we follow the video. What to sell is clean or bad IMEI. Well, yeah, if it's so, okay, we talk about this real quick. So if they're brand new, so if they just activated them, guys, oh, we got some messages. No, bro, LOL, that's way too low. Like I mean, no worries. You have a great phone, and I have one less than 475, then 475 if I met you today with cash. Okay. So if the iPhones from AT&T are brand new, I always sell those as bad IMEI. If they came from the store, they've been activated 1 or 2 months. I always sell those as bad IMEI because I've had people do insurance claims on them, or I don't know. I don't know if they get a bunch of phones and if they get too many on account, if the account can get hit with fraud, and if that automatically makes an IMEI go bad. I don't know about any of that stuff. So if they're like sealed or brand new, I sell them as bad IMEI. But I've probably sold 50 iPhone XX Maxes, clean IMEI from AT&T. AT&T only, they're still financed. And as long as it's 6 months or newer, it's very safe. I mean, this is my experience, but I've been doing it, haven't had any issues with it. And the benefit of that, of course, is, if you sell it for a clean IMEI, you can make, you usually make $50 or $80 more. So for me, it's worth it, even if I know every now and then I'm going to get a return from an IMEI going bad. If the phone's been activated for 7.5 months, the chances of them selling it and doing an insurance claim are pretty low on it. Would you guys agree with me on that? Because if I'm going to buy a phone just to scam someone and do an insurance claim, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to sell it right away. Or maybe I'm going to use it for a few weeks to seem cool. But I'm going to get rid of it right away so I can do the insurance claim on it and make money. I'm not going to hold on to it and use it for 8 months and then be like, oh, yeah, let me go do the insurance claim on it. I'm meeting with someone who's paying full price. Sorry. All right, no worries. If they flake, to pay. All right, so here, I guess I'll show you guys what we said right here. Why is it weird? So this is how we handled this one. Okay, screen one. So let's see. Is this available? Yes, it is. Okay, great. Sorry for the late response. No worries. Any idea which company it was with originally? Most likely AT&T. You know what? It's funny. Most likely AT&T. All right, great. Would you do $245 if I met you anytime today with cash? So lower offer, but benefits. He goes, no, bro, LOL, that's way too low. So this guy's probably like a level 2, right? So I said, no worries, you have a great phone. And I've been looking for an X for a while. So you see what I did here? Because he's kind of like a level 2, I'm going to slightly adjust what I say to show a little bit more intent. You do any less than $475 if I met you today with cash, okay? So I'm sucking up to him a little bit more because he's kind of a level 2 and I want to keep him responding and engaged. There's always a fine line. There's always needs to be an awareness of, okay, where is this guy at? How committed are they? If they're starting to become a level 2 or a level 3, I need to hit him with some intent or do something to pull him back into the convo. I'm meeting with someone who's paying full price. Sorry. So this is probably not true. Because that's probably not true. It's probably not true. It might be true. So he's starting to leave the convo. So this is what I say in that. No worries. If they flake or back out, let me know. I'm happy to pay a lot more, to be honest. I'm just trying to get a deal too, LOL. He says, all right, LOL. So why do I say this? Because I'm thinking this is BS. I know a few people that sell phones locally. I'm very tapped into the market. And I just don't believe that's what he's getting for it. He might be. But he's probably not. He might be, though. He might be, but he's probably not, right? He might be, though, but he's probably not. So I'm getting the feeling that he just felt like I was lowballing him, and I'm not going to be serious. So what I want to do is I want to put it out there that I'm actually willing to pay a lot more. I was just trying to get a deal, too. I don't say I'm happy to pay around your asking price, because that's not true. I just say I'm happy to pay a lot more to, if the guy does flake, he perceives me as, all right, this person he did lowball me, and I didn't really like it, but he seems serious, and he says he's willing to pay more. I'm not even worried about the negotiating here. None of this is about negotiating. I'm concerned about getting them to reach out to me about what they have if it doesn't go through. And then once they reach out to me, then what I might do is I might get the IMEI and run it, and if it is unlocked, I ain't going to pay anywhere near that. But we could go about it from there. So you guys kind of understand that and see where that comes from? Oh, did you guys order tacos? All right, now let's do another one. Cool, appreciate it, Michael. Ooh, we's blowing up around here. What do we have here? Oh, man. Guys, I got this one more, and then I got to go in like 2 minutes. Okay, great. Any idea which company it was with originally? Oh, he says it was with Verizon. Might be unlocked. It might not be unlocked. Yeah. All right. Well, that's kind of that. All right. I'm going to answer Sam's question, guys, and then I'm heading out because I got to go be at that appointment in 6 minutes. What's up, Mr. Sam? You have employees helping you do all. So I don't have any employees. But since I've met up with a bunch of people, I don't know why. Since I've met up with a bunch of people, there's some people out there, they'll like try to buy. The guy that I told you that used to reach out to people and he would like lowball people and sell them to me. I know a couple other people that do that I've met from being in about 30,000 message negotiations. So by building rapport with them and communicating with them, what I'll do is I'll like we've kind of built a relationship, and there's some very advanced things, some very advanced psychological things that I do, some very advanced things that I do to like build quick rapport and create team where it's like us against other people to make what would take like 6 months happen in like 5 minutes, in like 5 or 10 minutes. It's just psychological stuff, right? So then by doing some of those things, there's certain people out there, they kind of search the platforms and do the reach out method themselves. And then they'll ask me what I pay for items. That's the 2 items I'm going to pick up after this. One's coming from one of the people, one's coming from another people. They'll ask me what I pay. I tell them what I pay. And then a percentage of them, they'll close the deals. And then I just go meet up with them after they have phones. And whatever they make the difference on. One lady will sometimes set appointments for me. And the difference, I cash app her. I'll cash app her the money. I picked up a phone yesterday from her where I cashed app her the money. I cashed app her $80. And this other person, what he does is he actually goes and meets up with them, and then he'll just bring me the phone. But I don't pay anyone. So it's like whatever they make, they make. And sometimes they make good money. The girl told me she picked up like a 256 Max for like $350. And she sold it to me for like like 600 or 700. This was like a month ago or 2 ago. So, sometimes they make great money doing that. And you'll kind of, it starts from doing the 4 parts for getting repeat business. And then after you do the 4 parts for getting repeat business, it's kind of asking them, hey, you get anything else for sale? And sometimes they'll say, yeah. And you'll be like, all right, it's and you just kind of build it from there. And then I'll just tell you one of the little tips I do, and then I got to go, is you want to build team. When you ever get someone to that point, you want to build rapport. You want to hang out with them, right? You want to do everything we talked about in the 4 parts for getting repeat business. But then I very strongly build team. So it's very strongly I'm putting it us against them. It's like people like that. It's an egoic thing. It's like us against them. So like with this girl, with the first time she was doing it, and I don't want to train anyone to do it because you have to have a certain amount of grit to be able to do this and to be able to get cussed out and still be able to move forward. So I don't want to hire someone and train them. I want someone that's already in the field that I can just kind of incorporate into my team, if that makes sense. But once I kind of find someone like that, I let them know what I do, and then I let them know that I'm, if they ever get any other phones, that I'm happy to meet up with them. And then after I meet up with them a few times, then like this one girl, I said some really good stuff to her. And I knew what I was saying was perfect. It was the perfect psychology. It was just when we got started, and it really cemented the deal. I mean, it was just a few days ago. She set up a deal with me with a brand new lead for 2 Maxes, and I made like $210 in profit on that deal. And she set up the entire thing. So I just drive there. Let me see if I can find it. And then there's like things where it's like, we're kind of laugh about the same stuff. Or it's like, I'm using soft phrases. So I'll be like, all right, did we message them again? But girls have really good intuition. Girls are a lot better at this than guys are. So girls that kind of do this, they kind of know how to communicate with people better than guys do. This body language book I was reading said, like, girls, like their ability to communicate with people and kind of use soft phrases and be smooth compared to guys is just like crazy. Like, so it's like big benefits. So there's something like, she said like, oh yeah, I locked this deal in good. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. I was like, it's good to keep she goes, I locked this deal in real fast. And I'll say something like, that's good. We want to keep the money between us. So I'm always using words like us and we want to get the deal. And then there's other things I do where like the other day I picked up that one of those Maxes I picked up were gold. And the gold one I could have paid like $30 more for. I got $30 more for her. So like to build goodwill, she thought I was going to send her like $50 and I sent her $60. And I said, one of the ones I picked up was actually gold and I could pay a little bit more for it. So I went ahead and sent you the additional $10 I could pay for it. So little things like that build like really fucking strong goodwill, and it builds it really fast. When it's like, when you create a community of you guys and you're working together and it's about you and them, and then you do little things like that, it creates really, really, really strong goodwill. So I consciously and strategically and purposefully am always looking for opportunities to say and do stuff like that, if that makes sense. All right, guys, that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you guys got to this group chat went by fast. It's fun hanging out with you guys.